Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fire Mountain Gems and Beads Jewelry Making Studio. My name is Rose. Do you know anybody who works in the medical field or entertainment field or education? Anybody who has to wear a lanyard with a name badge on their neck all day long? But they'd like to have one that was personalized specifically to them. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is how to make a cool lanyard for all your friends that need to wear name badges to work. So if you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So first of all, I've got a couple here that I already made, and you can personalize these, which is so awesome. You can go with a beautiful, colorful one like this. This is for my niece who works at the Seattle Children's Hospital. You could make something a little more elegant, a little more sophisticated. A couple things that I think lanyards all need is, for one thing, they're pretty long and they can get pretty heavy. Believe me, when you wear a necklace all day long that's kind of heavy, it gets tiring. So I like to choose sort of lightweight beads like acrylic and wood. This is mostly acrylic and some small glass beads. This is all acrylic with just these little glass crystal beads to give them some sparkle. Ooh, so you can make your lanyard to fit the person you want to make them for. The one I want to make for you today, I'm going to use wood beads. So these are really super light. And this side I've already strung. So here's some more components you must have for a lanyard. First of all, you need something to hook your name badge into. Now, I've used a key ring here, but you could use a swivel clip like this. You could use a simple clip like that. I mean, it does not have to be fancy in any way at all. And most employers will give you a badge reel or something that your badge hangs on here. If not, you can always get these at firemountaingems.com, of course. So we've got something to hook it on. Oh, the nice thing about these key rings, not only can they hold your badge, they're also great for putting your glasses in when you're not wearing them. Badge reel and glasses holder. All right, so this side I've already done. On the other side, we want to put a breakaway clasp. You can use any kind of clasp, but specifically like people who work in the medical field, they like their clasp to be able to break away like this one, and it is a clasp we have at Fire Mountain Gems. This is the breakaway clasp, so all you have to do is pull it and it comes apart. But it's strong enough to hold that lanyard on. And this is another style. We have several different styles, so go for it. Breakaway clasps. Okay, so that's the basics of what you need for a lanyard. So this is the one I've already strung. Here's another one I've strung, but I haven't finished the ends because I wanted to do that for you and show you how. So this side, I've used a bead stopper here just temporarily. I'm going to squeeze those little ears and take that bead stopper off. Then I'm going to put on a crimp bead. I like to use a sterling silver 2x2 crimp. They're my favorite because they're nice and strong and sturdy. Then I'm going to go up through this clasp. See, there's a hole on one side, and this is the end that's actually going to clasp. I'm going to go up through that clasp, and now I'm going to string on a small bead, a bead that is small enough to fit inside of here, but big enough that it won't come through the hole in the bottom. So I'm using a number 6 Preciosa Ornella seed bead, and it doesn't matter what it looks like, what its color is, nothing. You just need to be the right size. I'm going to string that on and drop it down into the clasp. Then I'll take this tail, and I won't go through the bead again. I'll just come through the hole on the bottom. Ta-da! And you can see that bead that I put in there is what's holding it in. Go back through the crimp bead that I already put on there. Snug this all up so the gap doesn't show. There we go. Snug that up like that. Make sure everything's the way I want it. Grab my crimping pliers and crimp the end of that. And you know, we have all kinds of videos on how to do crimps. So just going to crimp that one way, and then I'll go sideways on it to crimp it the other way. That folds it in half so that super solid, super sturdy. Ta-da. Now, I can leave it this way, but personally I like a little more professional finish, so I'm going to add a crimp cover. Now these are stainless steel crimp covers, and anytime you're working with stainless steel, beware you don't want to cut stainless steel with your super fancy expensive pliers. And you want to remember this has a lot of muscle memory to it, so you need to be a little more strong, a little more diligent about getting it to the shape you want with a little extra care, a little extra work. So I'm going to use my chain nose pliers, bent chain nose to be specific, and I'm going to gently massage that crimp cover closed. I like it to close so you can hardly see that seam at all. And to me, this is akin to making a snowball. I need a little pressure on that side, I'll put a little pressure on that side. I need a little pressure on this side, I'll put a little pressure on that side. And I will kind of massage it into place until I can barely see that little seam and it disappears. Okay, now I'll take my wooden beads that I've already strung. I'm going to slide them down over that tail. We could cut off the tail, but I find my necklaces are more secure if I just slide the extra beads over the tail and hide the tail inside there. And that way the tail never comes to sliding out to scratch your neck or anything. So I slid those beads over the tail, nothing sticking out. Let's go to the other end. So this is the other end. This is the end I'm going to put my key ring on. So again, similar thing. I'll add a sterling silver crimp bead. And this time I'm going to go through an AccuGuard. This is a little protective horseshoe shape that will help protect that wire from abrasion. And this one I chose this time is a big one. We have different sizes. I usually use a 4mm. This is a 5mm because I need it to go over that key ring. So I need it a little bigger than what I usually go for. So I've got my crimp tube on. I'm going to put on my AccuGuard. I go through up one side of the horseshoe, back down through the other side of the horseshoe. And before I get into crimping, I'm going to make sure that my key ring will go in there. Put my key ring in there, so that's going to hold securely. I kind of want to crush this down just a little bit. Just going to bend that little AccuGuard just a little bit to make it sort of cuddle in a little bit with my jump ring. There we go. That looks a little better. And then I'm going to take this tail here, I'm going to go through my crimp bead. And here's an important part that a lot of people aren't aware of. That tail also needs to go through some more of these beads, just like on the other side, so that it cannot come out and stab you in the neck. And I pull all that tight, all the way down. And before I get excited and start crimping anything, I look at the first end that I worked on and make sure that that tail that I put in there is still trapped inside there and it hasn't come loose and is ready to attack. So that's good. Leave it alone. Come down here, make sure all this is tight. Doesn't need to be super, super tight because you need a little bit of give so that everything can move just a little bit. Otherwise, if it gets too tight, it won't like bend and fold and it can't move. So not too tight, but just tight enough. And now I'm going to crimp this bead here. Crimp it sideways first. Then turn it on its side so that I can fold it in half. Fold. Now this is completely secure and I can cut off this excess tail. Be careful, I have been known to cut the wrong piece of wire. Gone. Okay. And then we're going to put another crimp cover on it. Just like before. Slide it over that crimp bead to hide it. And gently massage it shut in such a way that the crease hardly shows at all. Like I said, this is stainless steel. It does take a little bit of muscle on that stainless steel. Get that massage gently closed. That looks pretty good. And there you have it. A wonderful lanyard for that person that you love and you wanted to give them their own individualized lanyard with a breakaway clasp that makes it so easy to escape if you need to, and doubles as an eyeglass holder. Ta-da! Okay, well, I hope you love this project. I hope you go out and make tons of these. And remember to like, subscribe, and share with FireMountainGems.com so we can share more wonderful videos like this with you. Thanks for joining me. Happy beading!